Alright, we're live. So, this is something I try to do in IS4 as well, and I'll eventually get back to doing it in IS4. But the difference is in IS5 it's much simpler, because you can do a run with entirely 0 items. We don't have to complicate since you're not forced to take any items. Of course we're gonna take Spearhead, because it's the only extra stat we're going to get. And the plan is basically this, just take as many fights in the first 3 floors, prioritize shops over everything else, because they give the most recruits, and then try to avoid fights on the 4th and 5th floor, while preparing a squad specifically meant to deal with the boss. Now the first ending boss is kind of a massive wimp, so the boss itself is a bit irrelevant. I just need 2 or 3 deploy slots and it's all over. The only problem is whether I'll have enough lives to leak the things they can't kill once we actually get there. Now we're not gonna take emergencies, because they have 0 advantage over a normal fight. Though if they're in the way like this, I'll probably go through them anyway. So the first 3 floors are basically free wins. After the 4th floor I get heavily outscaled in stats, and need to be very careful about what fights I can actually take. No, this is a complete ban. I have to finish with 0 items. The only rule is that at the end of the ending screen, it just needs to say 0 items there. Everything else is allowed. Something that really surprised me is that it's actually possible to run out of money. I didn't expect it. Yeah, he's gonna kill it fast enough. We can deploy click first. I'll see if I can get both chests. Surprisingly, I might actually end up needing money, even though I'm not buying any items. Because you can roll a debuff that increases the prices a lot. But we'll see if it comes to that. I think we'll miss the other chest, but that's fine. Yeah, the mobs are wimpy until the 4th floor. There won't be enough time for click to redeploy anyway. Let's just kill it. Well, we are running Spearhead, to be fair. Though avoiding emergency makes a big difference. I can realistically take most floor 4 and 5 fights, provided I have the right items or abuse runes. The big slug stage on the 4th floor, and probably most of the fights on the 5th floor, depending on how big the stat check is. Don't think I can actually get the crystal here, which kind of sucks. Really? That's such a good relic? I mean, it's okay. I'd rather just get damage if I'm actually playing with relics. Wonder if this fight can actually kill me. Probably has a pretty good shot. When I think about it. Even with Spearhead. At the very least I definitely need to skip the crystal. Now we're dead. Okay, this emergency is dangerous. Though getting a need to defender is kind of a throw recruit for this map, so I'm not too surprised. One option would be to take a bubble instead of E2 Gummy. Then this is playable, because I have something to block behind. Yeah, it's the only remotely dangerous fight on the first floor. Same squad makes the most sense. I wasn't sure if that worked with Nitugami. Makes sense that it doesn't, because I have no DPS on the rest and Spearhead isn't enough to compensate. So if I get a defender from the first fight, if I want to do that fight I just need to take a Bubble or Matterhorn. Not sure which one I'll need later. Though ideally we don't take the emergency fights. Since they're essentially a normal fight anyway. Also, since we're having 0 items, I'm not even going to attempt to kill the animals. At most, I'm just gonna abuse them to get some crystal. No, licking the boss is too much of a pain in the ass. It's much easier to just block the boss and then lick some normal enemies and kill almost everything else. Because I'm forced to leak normal enemies anyway, in order to leak the boss I will need something in the space of 40-50 lives. That's not realistic. What does lore accurate even mean? You bring W and win? Because I have no idea who's supposed to be here. I assume it's a bunch of sarcasm.
Mission accomplished.
Ah, by the way, runes are completely fine to use. I assume there's other people other than Tin Man, because there's usually more than one. Like maybe we have the succubus too. Not that I'm gonna do a lore accurate run. Doesn't sound too interesting to me. Yeah, it's not particularly interesting to me. Somebody else can do it if they want. This stage is weirdly annoying to play for how free it is. You have to pay too much attention to where I actually deploy things. I mean, you can sow it with Mudrock, so... Well, actually, you can sow it with Tin Man too if you want. You know you can do it with 0 operators. So it's not much of a restriction. If you really wanna grind it out. But realistic, you can just beat the shit out of everything with Mudrock.
Mission accomplished.
Actually, do we consider the 0 operator run to be lore accurate? If so, it's already done. We'll take Gavio first, because we'll need her for the boss. If I am only going to have one medic, it has to be her. You can sow it with anything, because it's possible to do it without anything. Unless you're talking about the stage. Which, yeah, a lot of things can solve it.
美味しいもの食べよう。ここですか？
Yeah, because for some reason they buffed the item that does damage when you leak something. And when you combine it with the fact that you literally only have to play 2 fights in the entire run. You know that relic that does 3000 true damage to everything when you leak? In IS5 it does 4500. Any kind of damage jump that pushes it even further, plus a few lives and GG. You have an item that lets you reroll fights into safe nodes. You take that combo, and you only take the mid boss and the ending boss. Ending 3 was also done in the same manner. You can't skip a mid boss with end of times, no? But the mid boss doesn't only takes 5 lives anyway, so it's not like that's a problem.
Mission accomplished.
Well, obviously you stack shields from everything, because shields are the only thing that matters. That's kind of self-evident, no?
本当はここまで徹底的にやるつもりなかったんだ。でも戦わないとクムたちがやられちゃうんだよ。
We actually have a fairly low chance to reroll into a relic. Was this the attack speedrun? Yeah, this is the melee attack speedrun. I don't like it. I guess I'll take it so I can convert it to shields later. These items are also banned, by the way. They count as items for all intents and purposes. I don't think it's that much harder without abusing a broken squad, which is obviously something that we're about to prove very soon. I really don't think IS5 is that hard to begin with. Which one of these will give me a crystal? This one is guaranteed to have one.
後ろは私に任せて。お前任務？
Less than ideal squad for it though. Let's do this first because it's less annoying. And we'll get rid of one of these. For like 2 ingots. Even if you don't abuse the strategy to get 100 items, I still think it's pretty easy.
落ち着いていけよ。位置についたよ。みんなお腹すいた？みんな助けに来たよ。
I mean, can you really call it cheese? Like, when you say cheesing, that normally involves some strategy. With W, you sort of just deploy her. You know? Is that really cheese now?
ここでしっかり支えます。治療してほしいやつは前に出ろ。今助けてやる。
Oh yeah, we reached Ascension 15 a long time ago. This is probably the last IS5 stream I'm doing for a while. After that we are going to go back to playing IS4 for the 4th ending there. I don't know, a cheese at least implies some kind of strategy to me, so I wouldn't call W cheese.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ。はい。指示を基盤を引く。指示をバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Accomplished.
Skip buttons are cheese. That's a statement. Do you consider the story to be like a boss or something? In your defense, I don't think you're wrong, but it still sounds weird out of context. What sniper do I actually want? Kind of have an argument for Shirayuki for later, but I probably need something to actually get me there, which tempts me towards Mei. We'll take Mei for now. Nah, Mei is just here for CC. Remember that we don't have any items, so our operators basically won't scale. So Physical's kind of going to fall off the moon in a bit. You can just have Myrtle beat everything to death over here, which drastically simplifies the map. Maybe I should have deployed Gavio first. Not sure. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, we can just have click here to remove the crystal, and Mei can safely pull them one by one. Well, not that safely. Just as well, we can wait until Gummy heals herself and Pinecone up. Circling around is fine, because they're never gonna kill Gavio. And before the Fuak gets procced by something, we'll get rid of the swords here. The normal fights feel so much easier than the emergencies. Yeah, the archers have like 3000 health on this stage for some reason. It's really weird. So anything beats them to death. Hooray to Mei. We're going to abuse the runes, yeah. Not sure how much I actually need them. Did this give deploy limit? Let's check. We can definitely do either one, so we're just looking for where we can get a crystal. This one always has one. Hooray, extra costs. How am I going to get a negative relic exactly? Out of curiosity. We need to do Gummy first. You mean if I get one from the rerolls? Yeah, I'll restart if that happens. I don't think I can see my deployment limit outside of combat. That rune definitely gives one deployment limit though. I doubt I'll actually end up using it, but it's good to know. Oh, we whiffed one archer. I didn't notice. That might be a problem that will lead to a few leaks, because we can't safely pull with Pinecone here. Ah well. If it's just one leak, it's not a huge deal. Maximizing fights early, playing it safe later. I obviously need a certain squad to beat the ending. I'm not sure exactly what squad I need. Obviously I need 3 operators to stall the boss, and then several others to handle the other side. Oops, guess we might just die here. Guess we'll see. Nah, there's enough damage.
Mission accomplished.
The health debuff is really annoying with the new Angami. There is a small chance that I get an item when I try to get objective shields. If that happens, I will reset. Not sure about casters. I guess we'll try pudding for now. And we can go down to get the fight, or... Nah, down is better, because we have the potential to get one more. I'd rather not be overweight for it. So let's see what rune we can burn. We knocked down 6 to 28. We need to get rid of 5 weight. Ah, fuck it. That's too much hassle. I'll take the extra weight. If I have to give up multiple runes, I'm losing too much objective shields. I'd rather risk it. We got the better version, where they just fall down the hole and die. Biggest issue is that we are running with a new Angami. So she can get bodied by basic enemies. Would really like to just rush straight to Pinecone. That would take care of a lot of issues. Less than ideal leak, but we should be fine from here. I might miss the crystal though. I mean, I will try to kill it, but I think Click bleeds out too quickly with the reduced health. Yeah, it will take too many deploys. It's not realistic. Because it's a temporary debuff, that's why the health debuff is so huge. I should have probably left the last wave alive.
Mission accomplished.
Then I could go get the crystal. We might miss a fight because of it. Anyhow, reroll time. This one isn't particularly masochistic. Let's go with the scout note. Need something tankier on the ground, so we to Gummy. And now we're basically just hoping that we don't throw an item. We'll combine these into a big sword for later. Relics make this entirely too easy, yes. Well, I just think it's fairly doable, so I want to give it a shot. What fight is this? Acceptable. One leak at most. You can do it with 0 operators with certain relics. Or you can get 100 relics and have any operator kill everything.
ピロさん
It's definitely on the easier end among the ISs.
リンゴちゃん今日もよろしくねやっ
Honestly, I don't even think it's that hard. I'll probably get it faster than you expect.
ついたよ
I guess I want Mei to be the sacrifice here. Because I need somebody to eat snowballs for me.
うわめっちゃうてリンゴちゃん今日もよろしく
And Mei has the least DPS. Nah, pudding is better.
うわめっちゃうてそこも質問させても
Because we need Mei for this asshole to have a shot at not licking him.
リンゴちゃん今日もよろしくね
No reason to wait, she definitely gets one shot.
はい段ボール鍵を打てば何やってんだ
No more snowballs. So we just use Mei and click on this asshole, and we should be fine. Hopefully we can get the crystal too, but that's not realistic, I think. I'm not willing to trade a crystal for a life when I have a shop right in front of me, since the path I'm likely to take is going to be very static. By the way, I have some floor 3 RNG. Some fights are significantly easier than others, so it really matters what fight I actually get there.
指示を番人を段ボール鍵を打てばすぐにやらせて
There's no reason to block him. Oh, it's convenient. Free crystal pickup for me. Yeah, we're not using squad or deployment relics either. We also can't use the items because they're like the stun bombs and such, because they are considered relics in IS5 for some reason.
ドクターここ
Keeping the berry in range to do damage to the crystal.
ついたよ
Even if I could kill it, I'm not picking up the item. So be free, my bear. IS3 is definitely the hardest, yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Followed by IS4. If IS3 had the reroll mechanic, the runes from IS3, it would be just as hard as IS4 though. In terms of stage difficulty, there's very little difference between IS4 and IS3. You just have more freedom in IS3, which lowers the difficulty. Again, I'm gonna protest on your use of cheese. Cheese implies strategy. Using W is the opposite of that. It's like saying you can cheese it by entering the cheat code that wins the level instantly in some RTS game. Like, you're right that wins, but it's not really cheese now, is it? So do we go straight for Shiryuki now? Yeah, probably. Not sure if she's actually good. Don't woe me, you know I'm right. Why you can't pick up 6 stars operator? Because I don't want to. That's all there is to it. So this item is buffed. It used to do 3000 damage, now it does 5000, which is the reason you can sow so easily. If you have this item and a bunch of lives, you win. Everything will die in a few ticks from this. Especially with other damage jump items. Do you actually want another caster? We already have 2, right? We'll leave it behind. Two crystals, but this fight is kind of annoying. And I'll take the damage bonus for it. Doing it without Beanstalk is less than ideal, but May is a great help. Do we skip on a medic?
承知した。
Yeah, that sounds right to me. Or the item that does bonus damage to Sarkas. Or, you know, the item that deals damage to stunned enemies. There's a lot of options, it's not just one.
現場操作なのだ。
Go to Crystal RNG. We can ignore them for a while. Which means May gets free damage on these assholes. And since she will kill the center,
こっち来て。位置についたよ。痛くないのだ。ちょっとビリビリするだけなのだ。
we can have Gummy take out the spiders.
釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。指示普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
There's no good tile for Shirayuki though. Because she's mostly going to be smacking the crystal.
みんなお腹すいた。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Not shooting that guy because I don't want the dot and pinecone.
まだ持ち
Because she's gonna take free caster damage for a bit.
はい、嬉しかった。フムの特製料理だよ。
Okay, break that crystal.
こっち来て。指示。君はまだまだこの低体重のいい子。承知し
I think we kill that guy with Shirayuki. We'll see.
指示を。
I am fine with licking one guy if I have to.
はい。
Yeah, acceptable.
用意断絶。はい、君はまだまだ。君はまだまだ持ちますよ。はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Make him walk a bit slower.
はいはい、わかったのだ。位置についたよ。美味しいもの食べよう。気兼ねを。君は
Oh,
まだまだ
Pudding will die to that one.
どうしたのだ。一度しか警告しない。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。用意できてよ。美味しいもの食べよう。指示をどうぞ、ドクター。
This stage is a huge pain in the ass even on normal mode. Don't think we can really stop either one.
ドクター、ここっていい景色だね。元気出して。君はまだまだ持ちますよ。
And we should lick both of these, because this one walks too quickly and I don't have a body available. That's fine. Or maybe just one.
はい、了解です。電撃発。ドクター、ここっていい景色だね。
Nah, 2 licks is fine.
今回はまあまあの成果でしたよね。
I was ignoring chat because I was playing, but yeah, I don't actually like IS3 very much.
書いてもらえますかね。
Maybe it's fine with normal play, but it's just not fun to play it with 4 stars. Too many medics. Need other archetypes. Reroll into a fight for later. This is the easiest fight we could have gotten. It has a Q gauge that we can abuse really hard. So we can safely to somebody. Well, just Myrtle. I don't need DP for that fight anyway. This fight is a freebie. If we get the crystal, we get to the safe house. Okay, we'll take the scout note too. Some people like it. Of course, the gameplay experience of IS3 will vary, depending on what operators you use. At least with what I play it, I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, actually beat ending 4 with metastatic.
行動を開始する
I agree that you should probably reset if you get it because it's so fucking annoying.
ドローン飛べ
I just lucked out in a lot of places and won with it.
位置についたよフムの特製料理だよ
You can definitely do 3 stars with relics. Somebody's probably done it, but it's a bit pointless because you can do it with 0. So it's not much of a challenge when you just know you need to get the right relics to instantly win, you know? Since you can do it with 0 relics, there's a very clear path to victory. So as far as I know, nobody has bothered.
フムの特製料理だよ
No, we're gonna have to sacrifice Mei.
どうしたのだ
Wait, shit, I forgot they do that. That's bad.
ドクターの言う通りにするよ
They have a really long backswing, so they cancelled it.
段通り鍵を打った
That's gonna cause one leak.
治療の準備
Because I have no way to stop this guy now. Not that it's a problem or anything.
充電スタンバイはい普段通り鍵を打てば大丈夫
You can do a zero operators, literal 0. With relics. Now I'm sure somebody will get around to doing it. But it's just a question of getting the right relics.
うんなんで指示をフリーズなのだやっちゃおっか電撃発血金を引く血金を引く指示をどうぞドクター指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫みんなどいて
Unfortunate. One hit away. And then if that died, click would switch target and it would kill the other one too. Kind of a bad play from me. With the late May retreat that caused everything. Or the early May retreat rather.
本当はここまで徹底的にやるつもりなかったんだでも戦わないとクムたちがやられちゃうんだよ
Wait, who's bot in IS3 because everything dies in one hit? I messed up. I forgot to get the crystal. Kind of lost a ton of value this run. Yeah, there has been a run with 0 operators. Of course you've seen them. Anything else you wanna bring? Eh. Realistically, you can do it in 3 relics.
行動を開始する感電って
Oh, the other ones are superfluous.
クムがみんなを守る元気出して現場操作なのだ
She's not a robot, she has a speech impediment.
いやクムの特製料理だよ
Killing these guys early isn't even important. I just have nothing to do until the boss shows up. That one shot, so we retreat.
するよクムの特製料理だよ
Oops.
ピロちゃん頑張ろう承知した元気出してど
Did I apply an attack rune? Or not? Yeah, apparently I did. Oh, these guys have so much health. I still barely do anything.
無情の風よ。
指示を勝手にはまだまだ持ちたくないのだ。ちょっとビリビリするだけなさ。
That was a bit of a misplay.
元気出して。
治療の準備だ。
やっちゃおっか。
Might be dead.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
Yeah, I should just spawn camp them on the top rather than trying to kill them early. I just don't have the damage to do anything to them early. Unless I bring something like Utage. I think if we can hit the third floor consistently, we should be fine. My prediction is that we'll be done with this challenge today. 1 life or 2 runes. Get the runes. Well, it would be weird if you could get that encounter on the 3rd or 4th floor. It's useful early. The later you get into the run, the less useful that item is. So obviously it's going to drop early, or it's gonna be useless. Also, session timeout, hooray! Been a while since that's happened.
Arc Knights.
Oh yeah, IS2 is definitely way too easy. Once you know what you're doing. I don't really think it's bad, to be clear. Aesthetically, it's probably still the best one. My only real problem with playing 4 stars in IS3 is that the first 2 floors are so fucking boring. Like, there's zero risk of actually dying to something. But I have to take as many fights as possible, still. And then I usually end up dying to certain fights on the 3rd floor, depending on what squad I have. So it's just very RNG, to the point where it's boring. I need to spend 25 minutes to start a run, before I can actually get into the real fights on the 3rd and 4th floor. And if I don't have the right operators for the stage, I'll just die and instantly reset. Which makes it a chore for me, but I can see how that wouldn't be a problem with higher rarity. So I'm not gonna say IS3 is bad because of it. That's just an inherent part of the challenge. Oh, Emergency Sanguine Arc is basically unplayable, unless I have certain things. The normal Sanguine Arc stage will kill most 4-star squads on the 3rd floor, if you get forced into it. It's not impossible or anything, but I just need the right tools for it. And, like, if I have defenders and a medic, it's a free win. But there's no guarantee I'm going to get those things. Does it? Oh, I know it's jellyfish from space. Not sure if I'll need to retreat. Think click barely kills on time. Yeah. How is emergency symbiosis for 4 stars? Oh, generally you just win. Especially with Caper, it's pretty easy. I don't think symbiosis is a big deal. I sometimes die to it, but that's just because I run a random squad. You can just take click and May and you'll be fine. Oh, apparently we're getting ending 4 early. Good to know, I guess. Out of Control is unplayable unless I have a Godron. It's the equivalent of March of the Dead. I just need a very specific set of tools, and if I don't have them, I'm just going to die. IS3 is really bad about stages, because on every floor half the stages are a fucking joke and you can clear them with 2-3 stars and your eyes closed. And the other stages are just unplayable. Like you can get the fucking pipe stage or whatever that doesn't even have real enemies. Or you can get Out of Control on the 5th floor. Which makes it really annoying to play. Because I feel like winning or losing is just a question of RNG anytime I play it. I am 100% certain 4 stars can do IS3 no items, if you just get the right routing through it. But I'm not going to try that because it's just a question of RNG. Just get the easy stages and you win. I don't think it's interesting. Oh, there is a decor bear. I didn't need to bother retreating. Oh, there isn't. Just an extra. Well, ending 4 isn't released yet on the end, so I'll play it when it comes out. Piton's a bit of a wonky pick. Even normally. Because you just need him to be E2 to do anything. Well, obviously we're doing the ending 1 boss. That's the only one I have any shot in hell of killing. Without relics. Ending 2 and ending 3 are out of the question. Oh, Patrick is wimpy. I am not gonna disagree on that. But playing with no items would make it impossible to actually get there with 4 stars. I also think I can't kill the normal enemies, though I really doubt Patriot will be that much of a problem. He is really accessible to getting gravelled. Like you can just cycle a bunch of bodies on him and stall him forever. I just think if I play with 4 stars only, I get there no items. The basic enemies are unresolvable. Teresa is an old man confirmed. Strictly speaking, there's zero reason to ever not use Mind Over Mother when you're playing IS3. It's just too broken. Guess I should have taken this fight down. Though it doesn't really matter. I'm still stuck with the RNG where I can't reroll this fight and go up. So we might as well save the crystals for later. I mean, they only have 4000 attack or something, right? That's not that much. You can definitely tank that with a melee operator pretty easily. Well, maybe not easy, but you can do it. No, Relic is easy with normal operators on Teresis and Patrick. You just have tools that I don't, like Shu to turn off the damage reduction. It's already been done, no items for both of them, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe Patriot wasn't, but Teresis is. I honestly don't think the fight itself is that difficult anyway. It is just a bit of a stat check. The first ending is just a free win, which is why I'm fairly confident we'll get done with this run really quickly. Okay, so we can take a really lucky route if we get extra crystals from the safe house, so I'm not going to reroll it. Damaging Patriot isn't a problem because he's towable. The basic enemies are just going to roll me over though, since they're completely unkillable without items for me. Considering it's 5 operators for both ending 1 and 2, yeah, definitely doable without those 3. You just bring more operators. I don't really think it's more like objectively true. We're probably gonna have to skip the crystal, because we can't hold this side, which limits the space we have on the map. We're doing ending 4 in IS4 next. And apparently ending 4 in IS5 sometime after that. For the record, I don't actually know if it's harder. I still haven't looked at ending 4 in IS. We're waiting for the flag to go away, so we can deploy click to kill the crystal. There we go. Should be safe now. Oh, they can kill her. Should have shot one of them, I guess.
Mission accomplished.
The timing worked out anyway. Hooray to Ethan, he's finally useful. Now let's see if we win the safe house gacha. Though more lives wouldn't be terrible either. We didn't get that, so we're forced to E2 something. E2 Vanguard is horrible. That's the lowest value one I can get, because you don't really want more Vanguards anyway. Trash safe house. I know it's already been done with 4 stars, I just haven't looked at the run. How do I safely pull this? Because I want Ethan somewhere over here. I guess I just deploy him last and wait until the crystal is dead. That makes sense. Wait, Pinecone here. We can retreat Gummy. Oops. I forgot. Click prioritizes the crystal. We need Gummy here eventually. I guess we're gonna skip the 10 ingots. Which isn't a huge deal. Does that guy AFK for long enough to deploy Gummy? I guess so. Here is better, so enemies coming from this lane stay in Pinecone's range. Though realistically they will 100% die on the way. And if the chest goes like so, it will be in Pinecone's range. Just in case it doesn't though, we should probably do this. So it can hit it here. Okay, it's safe. Spam Pinecone to kill the bear, because arts damage. Oh no, we have a Decor bear. I might just kill it because it's faster than waiting for it. Please be a duck so you can run straight in. Curses. I wonder if it's actually faster to kill it. Yeah, killing it is just gonna take less time.
Mission accomplished.
No idea what Patriot attack speed is. Use a wiki, dude. I know you're referring to the IS5 ending one. Like, I never look up the stats and it's almost never relevant to actually know the specific numbers. Haven't gotten much value from Bubble when I did bring her, so I guess I'm just gonna go straight to Matterhorn. Okay, 3 runes, so we can try to go down here. Give me a fight, please. Curse you. Double scout node is kind of asinine. No, I guess we can go, but we can't go down twice. I guess I can reroute this into a fight and then go down with the crystal I get from there. I still prefer a fight and an encounter over the scout node. Or maybe I skip the encounter to save the crystals, since it's probably just going to be an item. Is arts or physical more threatening in IS5? Neither. There are no threats in IS5. Other than the necrosis debuff, but it's a wimpy debuff anyway. It's probably 5 seconds, but I haven't checked it. Yeah, I'm gonna save the crystals. Going for the encounter makes no sense on the second floor. It will just give me the item encounter. And then I have to skip both options. I would argue that IS5 is straight up easier than IS2, if you know what you're doing. Though they are very similar in feel, where the only real risk is on the early floors when you don't have any items. And once you do get items, you massively outscale the higher floors. But IS5 has more variety. Straight to Gavio, once more. Reduced squad space. Okay, make a big sword for later. And one of these. We're probably going to need them. Okay, do we have a shop anywhere? We do, and we're heading straight for it. Easy fight. It's -3 deployment limit. So Gummy can sow here, click use a crystal when we need something to hold this lane, which can be Myrtle for a bit and then swap to something like Ethan plus Matterhorn. Yeah, we don't need to waste the deployment rune, we can save it for later. Need to replace Myrtle in a bit with Matterhorn, that's fine. Once click use the crystal, we can just drop Pinecone there, or Ethan, it doesn't matter. They don't really... Hoarder and Hummus don't really look that similar to me. That's more of a you thing, I think. It's 100% fine if Gummy dies eventually, but she won't. There's not enough damage to burst her down. Even if she dies, they just get stuck on the rocks and die to Pinecone. This is probably the freest map I can get in the third floor. Oh, it's definitely based on dice rolls. There's no other explanation for why certain operators have 15 different skins. Yeah, they're only dangerous in the emergency. The normal version there, whatever. I'll take Beanstalk, because Vigna's range isn't practical. Should be a free win, I think. So Gummy plus Pinecone and... don't have a great answer to casters, but it is the normal mode, which is kind of whatever. So let's go. We're going to have to let the casters roam, but on the other hand, we can just do this. For the double true damage. Oh yeah, we only had 3 deployment slots. I kinda forgot. Can we get the chest now, or do I need more DPS here? Just avoiding the debuff if I can. Also, we needed to catch some of the wave, so Gummy doesn't leak. That's fine, I think. Where do you want to place Pinecone? I guess here for now. Let's just delete the first caster with her. And then we'll skip straight to Ethan before she gets healed. This would be much smoother with something like Perfumer. Or if I had a Hummus who could basically sew all the slugs. But I think we're fine. Even if we die at this point, we can just set up again here to catch any strays. At worst, we can retreat Gummy and just have Ethan so hold it for a bit. Yeah, which is exactly what we're gonna do. Let's go grab the chest first. The caster whoops around, so we're fine. Sadly, we have a Decor Bear there to waste our time. Oh, Chestnut's getting a module. News to me. As usual with 4 stars, horrible talent equals horrible module, so I'm sure his module won't matter. Yeah, if I was Wormy's artist, I'd have some questions about her S2. I'm not fan of her art design actually. She looks insanely pale for some reason. I really don't like her art. It's a 6 star, so I obviously don't care about the kit at all. In the sense that I didn't read it, and I won't read it, because it's a 6 star.
Mission accomplished.
What free relic are you smoking? 0 relic. 0. This is also a relic, apparently. If I take it, it gets added here and changes the number. Homos is approaching the end of his use anyway, after the 3rd floor, so we'll go straight to Moose. Is this doable? Possibly. But I'd rather save it for a chance to go later. Almost bought an item on accident. I'd say IS5 is too easy. If attempting the 0 item thing wasn't kind of a tip-off. Yeah, 0 relics, we're not taking anything. Overdone kind of makes sense, because Jai is gonna get stat checked. Also rope. Not sure which one I prefer. I guess we'll take rope first. We'll see how it goes. We'll just get this for objective shields. I'd argue that it's just easy, period. There's no if you know what you're doing. We still have the -3 stat debuff. Yeah, I don't want to play an emergency with it. Works for me, I guess. But at that point I can just save my 2 crystals and go down. Apparently I need to use 1 rune though. No reason to lose lives.
私たちの見せ場だ。はい、精一杯頑張ります。
We can just take the easiest fight, because the only thing I really want is the recruit. Well, W exists and they don't power creep W, so they're bad by definition because they're not W. That's how power creep works, you know. I don't think they're particularly interesting either. At the very least, they don't interest me, that's for sure. Wait, aren't these two easier than this? Give me something. Okay then. Works for me. I wonder if it uncharges in time. Probably.
どうすりゃいいん暴力じゃ何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには十分だぜ。
Oh, do we have a dead run? Curse you, fight. Hooray! The run didn't die to a timeout. At least let me die to the third floor boss properly. Why did we get so many runes from that? Was Matter Horny Tooth? Not yet. But he's a really late game value. I only really want him for the boss fight anyway. What fight do we have? This one's kind of annoying. I'll probably lose a bunch of lives to it. So we're just gonna spend this. And we'll get that crystal back in a bit. Item printing time. No, I got scared. I actually got an item. Luckily, we got this garbage instead. Okay, what do we bring? We don't need two vanguards. So, toss one. Realistically, we need Gummy on the left side plus one operator. So say we have Pinecone plus Gummy, we ignore the crystal, we can devote Moose, Click, Beanstalk, Eaton on the other side. And this can be something to just give DP. Or an extra body. So Roberta. Yeah, I kind of agree that water is a mistake in terms of long-term income. But she already exists, so that's the end of that, you know? No going back. Let's start with the Beanstalk here. We're just gonna ignore the crystal, I think. It's too much of a pain in the ass. Only reason Beanstalk is here is so I can deploy Pinecone and then Gummy. We'll wait until we use her skill one more time. I'm going to lose some lives from these devices dying, but I don't think I can do much about it without any deploy limit. I don't have a good squad to set up here. At least Click can kill this thing.
はい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
So we can set up what we're planning for here.
エリアはまだまだ持ちますよ指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫おいしいもの食べよ行くよはい
Though this thing might be a huge problem. I guess we'll see in a second.
顔を踏むな特性はい
それが見えないだろ
はいはい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫指示は指示エリアはまだまだ持ちますよ
Manageable for now,
食べよバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ
thanks to Roberta.
前線ウィットドライヨーヨーアップ
One life from these things dying. Yeah, it was always going to happen. Just start recharging the crap.
バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ
If it lasts long enough for... This is a horrible place for Roberta. Holy shit, she should have been one tile back. I now can't use her to buff the crap, which was the entire point I brought her.
はい
Well, all of the devices are kind of going to the other lane anyway.
はい踏むな特製料理だよ指示をどうはいちゃんと聞いてますはいよはいこっち向いて気がねを聞く来たこのおバカうちの子たちをいじめないでみんなお腹すいたはい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
Think it's fine.
怯えたりしませんから指示をどうぞドクター
Kind of wasn't,
遺伝子的オートサ
but at least the boss should go down.
はい普段通り釘を打てば
俺が見えないだろ
来た来た
Oh, and we left the crystal with 0 health. How is Deep Cover's performance on IS5 A15? Basically irrelevant, like on any other A15.
ごめんなさい戦うのが好き
No, Deep Cover can't carry shit in IS15. What are you talking about? Like, fucking pick me Deep Cover and show me how she carries anything on IS15 when you get -3 deployment limit or +5 DP on her tentacles. Don't pick Deep Cover for early floors. The only way she's useful is if you get the item that stuns things on death, and then you just use her tentacles as stun bombs. But any summoner can do that. You can get a total of +11 DP cost on everything if you gather all the debuffs like you're collecting Pokemon. Or like how I'm collecting timeouts. Like you have +3 from the Relic for ending 2, +3 from being overweight, and +5 from the debuff. So 11 DP and everything. Which would give you a 20... What would be the cost then? 19 plus 14. So 33 DP cost for the first tentacle to be deployed. Yeah, deep cover is unstoppable.
ごめんなさい戦うのが好きってわけじゃないんですか
In IS3, anything solves the first 2 floors. You can solve the first 2 floors with a half-eaten burger. What do you want for later? Really not sure there's anything useful here to begin with. Because deployment limit becomes an issue. Can see an argument for Matiumaru as an alternative for the boss. Yeah, maybe Danito Cutter can do damage some more. Am I clicking the items? Okay, so now we want to avoid fights like the plague until we get to the boss fight. There is no shop on this floor. You go to any place that serves burgers and isn't McDonald's, and you eat half of the burger they give you. Easy enough. So many timeouts. If it keeps going, we'll have to go and play IS4 instead.
Arc Knights.
We couldn't even get into a certain stage since the last time out. Okay, so these options give us items, so I guess we just take the lives and then run away. Now we're looking for doable fights, because we have one reroll, but we'd rather not spend it. Especially since it can curse us. I have my doubts if this is doable. Think I need to leave the second floor with more crystals. There's about a 99% chance that this fight is going to kill me. Oh, we have had operators buffed in the past. It's not like that's completely out of the question. Nothing is ever getting nerfed though. That is out of the question. This crystal here is essentially a death sentence, because I need to devote resources to get rid of it. I think I just want to let these 4 assholes leak through. Since I can't really burst everything on the front line. I faced Pinecone the wrong way. Whoa. Time to leak a bunch of shit. Yep. Should have just let the first of those things leak. But both stages were essentially not playable, so I'm not particularly surprised by the outcome. Don't think there's enough things to actually kill me. I guess that counts as a benefit. But I would have leaked less if I just killed everything on this side and completely ignored these assholes.
Mission accomplished.
What's with you people and skill 2 craps? Like, why would I bring Beanstalk's Q2? Do people think Beanstalk's Q2 is her better skill or something? I'm so confused. You can't nerf things in a gacha game in general. It's not profitable, to put it mildly. So when you release something broken and overpowered, this stage is unplayable, reroll. You kind of have to just live with it. Probably Wapuma for IS4. Because you get one spinach and she murders everything. That's an interesting pairing. Wait, didn't I add Caper to the squad? Oops. Wonderful just die to the archer. I kind of doubt it has enough attack for that. But maybe I'm underestimating it. No, I'll be fine. Ethan has enough damage to close it. This isn't really a map. It's more like an arena where you fight a 2v2. We didn't have a need to Gavio, right? Yeah, so we're taking that. The game isn't going to get bounced around the W, so don't worry about it. I can just reject the item, right? Because I don't want to spend the crystal. Ah shit, I have to take it. Wasn't there an option to reject taking an item here? I would have rewrote otherwise. Well, I'll just take this and I won't use it. I just want to see how the 5th lord looks more than anything. Though technically I count this as a fail. Because it will show up one item on the screen even if I reroll it away. Though knowing you have to reroll Lost and Found is kind of annoying. Technically you can reroll this and then get something like extra lives, which we didn't. But either way the run is dead. Because the item shows up on the ending screen. I'll show you once I finish with the shop. If I did reroll it, I'd probably just get an emergency and die, to be fair. The squad doesn't feel strong enough to take on the boss in any case. Okay, let's see how a fight looks on this floor. How doable it is. With the squad we're running, my bet would be not very, but we'll see. I wanna get rid of Beanstalk for more damage. And fuck the towers. We'll never get to charge them. On Totter you master ES2. His S2 does way more damage. And you kind of, the way you use him naturally, makes S2 the better skill. Because you just want to use him to kill one big enemy, not for consistent DPS. You can find uses for his S1 of 2 of course, but generally you almost always use S2. So might as well do that.
治療の準備だ。始めるぜ。うわ、本気で行くよ。杖が温まってきました。
Oh, she can kill herself really quickly. Technically, we're gonna start cheating when we deploy Pinecone, because the item I have gives 50% extra attack to her.
みんな注目。
暴力で何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには十分だぜ。
今助けてやる。
Oh yeah, those guys have taunt.
釘の
Kinda forgot.
ここでしっかり支えます。
But if we don't die to this fight, at least we can see the ending. See how much work we have ahead of us.
何やってんだ。その綺麗な腕で。気がねよ。はい。
どうす
Oh yeah, I completely forgot I'm actually supposed to kill these guys at some point. Oops.
今助けてやる。
That's fine.
はいよ。見えたよ。はい。指示を段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Ideally, we would get to this store with enough crystals to just remove every fight
指示をど。
in the optimal run.
私みんな注目。ぐるぐるちゃんの。
Hopefully, we actually survive this fight, because I wanna take a crack at the boss fight.
道を照らし。
Seems like we won't though.
どうすりゃいいんだ。
These guys are too fast though. They don't just die to AoE. Should have probably committed more skills to one of the groups. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you the screen. Can I go back? So I can show you what I mean. It counts as 3 items for any time I pick up an item, even if I recycle it later. To be fair, if I didn't accidentally take the relic, I would have probably just died to that fight. The difference between Toteres 1 and Toteres 2 is way too large.
みんな元気。
Like, I think Toteres 2 is still better if you just have the spinach item in IS. The burst he can put out with S2 is massive.
目的地はどこでしたっけ。
Yeah, no longer spot.
フムの特製料理だよ。
Good starting stage, means I can go straight to the toilet in a few seconds.
みんなお腹すいた。釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。
Yeah, cause I can eat to Gummy right after I get her. Saves on recruits. Back in a bit.
おいしいもの食べよう。 元気出して。 フムの特製料理だよ。 みんなお腹すいた。
Mission accomplished.
本当はここまで徹底的にやるつもりなかったんだ。でも戦わないとクムたちがやられちゃうんだよ。
And I'm back. I think I need about 10 operators for the final boss fight. At least it's what I'm planning to do right now. And about 20 lives or so. Possibly less depending on how hard enemies are to actually kill. But the only thing we should be leaking in the second phase are the golems, so I think that's manageable. Which one was this? Let's play the normal one first. I thought everyone played on their phones on the toilet. Not sure why that's impressive. Back when I used to work in the tech support, one of the most common complaints I heard is that my internet doesn't reach the toilet. Like at least 3 times a week or something. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my phone to film myself making soup in the kitchen and it will be so impressive. He can cook too. And you can't even notice what the soup tastes like because it's a stream. It's the perfect one. The cooking soup will be impressive. Alright. Like my 28-year-old friend who, without any shame, went up to his mother and asked her to make him a sandwich while having guests over. That was something truly surreal. In his defense, he was only like 26 at the time. But I'll never forget that. Well, that actually kill all of them. Yeah, we're fine. It makes you 21 years old. What does your age have to do with my sandwich anecdote, dude? Or are you self-reporting that you need your mom to make you a sandwich too? Sure, I'm down for playing synthetic. I also need only one person to make a full 4-person squad. Though currently I'm grinding out Rabbit and Steel when I'm not playing Arc Knights. Need to do the Unar mod on that. A fetus.
Mission accomplished.
If it can run synthetic, it can run Arc Knights. Sounds like Wunsch to me, to be honest, but that's the name of the game. We already had the co-op playing Arc Knights. Oh yeah, we're gonna have another one of those events. Probably 3 months down the line or so. You're all useless. Get Moose, cause we need her for the boss later. Oh no, Risk of Rain 2. I probably have a couple hundred hours in it. It's I like it, but it's shockingly bad for multiplayer, because everyone kind of just does their own thing, and there's zero reason to coordinate. Especially in Risk of Rain 2. Though Risk of Rain 1 has a little bit of the same issue. Am I even deploying anything else? Let's just snap for a bit while we're farming out the floor 1 stages. We just want to get as many fights as possible, because doing floor 5 fights isn't realistic. And we just need to get the recruits from somewhere. I think this run will mostly be about safe house and shop luck. I need safe houses for squad limit, and I need shops for recruits to balance out the squad. I think it's relatively easy, with 4 stars specifically, at least compared to IS3 and IS4 for doing the same thing. With higher it's 3 view, of course. You have W.
君の顔にもっと喜びを足したいくらいだよ。
I don't feel like I need beanstalks for the normal fights. She's only good on one fight, so I'm gonna try skipping her for Mortal. The only place where she gains value is against the Devourers. No, Meowner is the new Chowder. W is the new Meowner. But Chowder can still be killed, so I don't think she's pretty close to W's level. Since W is also invincible on top of having all of the damage. And that's kind of closer to Meowner, since he's not really gonna die, realistically. -3 deploy limit. On this fight, that's a pain in the ass. Skipping it isn't an option though, we're burning a rune then. +1 deploy limit rune, and we're just going straight through. Kind of an asinine squad for this fight, but we're working with what we have. Oh damn, a positive comment about W's arts. That's a first. I feel like I would have preferred to deal with the Lancers. The flyers are going to be irritating if I want to actually get the crystal. I don't really want to give up on it. Okay, that's bad. So we need a smack from Ethan or so. Hopefully that reduces their health enough. We're going to be leaking a few of these guys, I see. Hopefully it's just 2. Yeah, 2 licks is acceptable.
ふむの特地金を引く。はい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Yeah, Leon said he liked W's art, which is literally the first time I've ever heard anybody say they like it.
Accomplished.
Oh, the IS5 art. Sorry for shaming you then.
大勝利。
I misunderstood.
私ちゃんとや
He does not like W's art. My mistake. Hey, I was clarifying. Unfortunately, we don't have any path connecting those, but the shop is worth more than 2 fights. Is it 4 recruits or 2 on the second floor? I actually don't know. Maybe I should try to lower the stream delay. I've never checked if it works fine on the lowest one.
みんな助けに来たよ。大スターだって予約を取るんだよ。君たち運が良かったね。ここからはムースの戦いです。ムースだってみんなこっち来て。
No, Crystal is a bit unfortunate.
位置についたよ。絶対後悔しますからね。
Right, normal mode, so the casters do 0 damage.
このようにここでしっかり支えます。指示を気兼ねを
It's kind of weird to see this being reasonably doable without a
気兼ねを
proper medic. We'll get the chest later. We need to block the
予約を取るんだよ。
shot here.
君たち
And Gummy can
前線でさ
beat the shit out of those assholes on her own.
はい
We just need Click to tank a few stray hits for Pinecone to conserve Gummy's healing.
気兼ねを引く。
Perfect.
おいしいもの食べよう。わあ見ちゃうところだった。
I'm glad I avoided your block when I put W's face in the thumbnail then.
持ちますよ。ここからはスースの戦いです。はい気兼ねをフムの特製料理だよ。やっちゃおっか。
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I think the UI and art in IS5 is my favorite by far. Probably the music too, but I have a strong bias for metal, so IS2's music might still be better for most people. Nah, you can ban channels that you're subscribed to, it's not a problem. Hooray, we got 4 recruits. I'm gonna be broke for the next job, so I should probably empty the coffers. We have an E2 moose already. Let's try cutter. Hummus value is very limited to only a few stages. And Beanstalk is just for cheesing the Devourer stage. Now we draw some money just in case we have a shop on the 3rd floor. Yeah, the extra shop is very convenient. Big sword for later. Pulverize everything else. And hopefully we don't randomly roll an item. And give ourselves an instant reset. Hooray, no items. And we do have a shop, plus 3 fights. A bit unfortunate that it's completely disconnected, so that limits the value of the floor a bit, but we don't have a better path. This fight again, which basically guarantees leaks. It can be done no leaks, of course, but I need a very specific squad that I won't go out of my way to get. You're doing requests now, I see. Abusing the power for the greater good. I don't think there's enough of them to actually kill Pinecone. Though I might be wrong. Nah, she's fine. Less all over the place for me and more a very homeless stripper-like. Oh, we got the money stealers again. Let's stow this thing for a bit. So, click can stun the chests. Might leak a bunch of shit now. Maybe I shouldn't have stunned them. Or rather, I shouldn't have retreated Roberta. I think catching one of them compensates leaking the other. Might be wrong on that. Yeah, they steal money, and they give you money when you kill them, so we kind of ended up in the same place. I just blundered treating Roberta. So Bubble is basically better for real fights, and Matterhorn is better for the boss. I don't think I can rely on Bubble tanking shit at T1, so we're just gonna go straight for Matterhorn. And hope we don't have to rely on her tanking. Free win fight. Oh no, W is definitely homeless. Yeah, cause leaking the boss isn't a realistic go-to set. Since the boss does arts damage, I have no use for a physical defender. Not know why you're that surprised. It's not like I've never used him before. Yeah, fished out of a trash can is exactly what happened. That's around where I stopped reading the story, so I remember. Also tried fighting the Wu is a very accurate way to put it. W is a good girl. You have a very liberal definition of that term, I feel.
Mission accomplished.
She's a terrorist, so she's perfect for Rhodes Island. I can't really disagree with that. Yeah, Silvergun reading the chat is out of context. Or maybe she is in their head, you know. The fuck Pinecone was E1 for so long. Third defender is beyond useless, but Quora in this case, I think. Should have E2'd it first. Also, I should have gotten some of the runes to sell. Because the item rune, I can't use the item rune, so I might have just sold them instead. Which arena did we get? 1v1. So cutter should be the most useful thing to bring then. Well, it's a sarcasm something. Okay. This is going to be a short fight. To be fair, that's only true because of Arcane. If you don't count Arcane, I'd probably still go with W. No, actually they're just the same character then. Maybe still W. But Arcane doesn't count. Arcane is cheating. It's actually good, so you can't compare. You're going to need to give me $25,000 to roll for W. Per row. 25k subs my ass. You're actually going to have to properly bribe me. Yeah, you should be very grateful to them, Connor. They did a good deed for you. Oh, that stupid thing broke. Tragic. Now we're stuck with a bunch of runes. Okay, so what's the best squad we can possibly form for this stage? We're gonna use the buff. The phrase Bulgarian doors makes me want to die. You know, dollars isn't doesn't just mean money. There's different currencies. Okay, we have to skip the Vanguard. Tanking the boss isn't going to happen. But can we just kill it with Eton and click as fast as possible on the left side? So in that case we would want to bring Myrtle as well. An 8th operator spot would have been really helpful here. You could have at least guessed it's Euro, because it's in Europe, and the European Union is mostly Euro. You would still be wrong, but it would be a reasonable guess. Okay, enough making fun of Bulgarian dollars. Let's actually think of what we need to bring. So, we need one operator dedicated to this lane. Let's say that job goes to Click. The crystal here will screw us over though, because we need to remove it somehow. Okay, here's what we'll try. We'll have Click kill this crystal ASAP with Myrtle to free up the spots. And then we're going to have Myrtle, Click, something to block the trash mobs, say Cutter. We'll have Gummy there. And I think we're gonna give up Pinecone, because that's the only thing left I can remove. I feel like I'm gonna die to this stage, but let's see. Oh, timeout time. Let's go. Yeah, I know. I was just screwing around. Since I'm fairly sure this fight will actually just kill me. We need this crystal to fuck off. We just can't deal with it. Not Gummy. I think the crystal dies before it debuffs Eton. Nah, I miscalculated that. Fucked myself over. I guess making the boss fuck off is also an option, and killing everything else. That's only 5 lives down. Which is way more acceptable than the other options. Yeah, I'm not killing that. We'll just let the boss fuck off. Just in case Eton binds 150,000 times in a row. Might as well try, you know. Realistically, we're just licking the boss though. Think if I had Indigo instead of... oops. Instead of Moose, that was doable. Yeah, the boss is stun immune. I couldn't do something with Roberta and Beanstalk, because then I couldn't kill the normal trash mobs. Plus they don't stall forever. Oops, clicked on the item. If I had Verdant in the squad... Wait, do I? That might have been an option. Wait, we don't have a medic, right? So we're forced to take Gavio here. I wouldn't call losing 5 lives to be working out, considering I probably need around 20. I'll take this path and just try to avoid fights for now. Center one so we can pick which fight we do next. No reason to pick other rune. This is unplayable. This is very likely also unplayable. Let's try to roll them away. This gave me an item, right? Did this give an item or heal me? Does anyone remember? Because there's 2 encounters that use this background. One of them gave you an item, and this is the other one. Okay, you don't know. That's fine. I'm skipping then. Too many E1 operators. Will screw us over later. And we go down. Because this is once again unplayable. We need to preserve 1 crystal to reroll the wish apparently. This will eat to one of our operators, but the fight will kill us. Skip. So now we have to play this whatever it is. What this is death. We are going to die now. A really bad 4th floor for me. I guess I should have used the rune so I can die with it used at least. Since I'm definitely not surviving this fight. Oh, we have 3 deployment limit. Doesn't even matter then. Beyond hopeless. I would probably still lose this if I had my full deploy limit for the record. Because I can't tank these assholes at all. Just to demonstrate. Like, 2 of the big ones can kill Gummy on their own. And then once the truck spawns, everything evaporates. Okay, no reason to wait until we die. No, we're not gonna get anything kidnapped by an eye. I have no reason to walk into it. Yeah, we just got killed by a horrible 4th floor. Not that we had anything great going before that, in any case. We ended up getting forced into a very small number of fights. I'm not sure if the 2 keys are actually worth the 3 shields. 2 keys essentially translates into an extra recruit. Long term. That's an example stage of where Bubble S2 Bubble or Quora would be way more useful than anything else, but the T1 they're not tanky enough. Also with the 3 deployment limit it was just unplayable. But I basically got a sequence of unplayable fights. The rest of the higher floor fights are much easier, but we just got the 2 most annoying ones over and over. I don't really have anything to complain about Nymph's arts, which is unusual for me. I tend to complain about 6-star arts a lot. She kind of looks like an FGO character, but other than that I don't really have anything that's an actual complaint. No, Dejin just makes enemies unable to attack her, which is a very weird skill to have on an operator that's literally invincible. But that's 6 stars for you. What, did they not fix the bug where she crashes the entire game and freezes everything when you retreat her while something is feared? I assume that got hotfixed.
Mission accomplished.
Dejin has the opposite of a mommy aura. What are you talking about? She has the 40 years and still single aura all over her. That's like the literal farthest you can be from a mommy aura. Yeah, I can agree with the anti-aura, yeah. I don't know. Dejin kind of has the I'm too good for women to feel. I don't think she cares about gender that much. But she thinks she's too good for everyone, regardless. Yeah, now you're getting it. Yes, now Connor has it right. That's literally Dejin. Down to a T. You know, she kind of reminds me of Kaiba. They kind of have the same look on their face 90% of the time. Is there another character named Kaiba that I don't know about? Because it doesn't matter. Click S1, click S2. If we're just gonna be shooting at a static object, it's all the same. Maybe I should start taking Pudenko. Roberta is a bit unreliable. Wait, what's the debuff? No debuff, okay. Naturally I don't care. They're not 4 stars, so I'm not gonna play with them in any case. I do think the 6-star Whoop Shotter has a really weird E2 art, and the operator looks ridiculously pale to the point that it weirds me out. But beyond that, I don't care.
ふむの特製料理だよ。顔をもうちょっとこっちに持ってきて。ありがと
I
う。
don't even know what the other one is. How can I hate both of them? Like, I know one of them is a Whoop Shooter, and I literally don't know what the other one is.
ここですか。
Like, I at least need to know them to hate them, right?
みんなお腹すいた。はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。はい。何やってんだ。
No, wait, I was joking, but I actually don't know what the other one is. What was the 6-star that isn't a Whoop Shooter? I don't even remember what class it is. Oh, it's the Crusher updated.
ふむの特製料理。
Okay.
持ちますよ。はいよ。
By better AoE guard, I assume you mean worse Reaper.
はい。はい。バッテリーはまだまだ持ち。気がねよ。
What's the generic complaints people have? We have too many fucking guard archetypes, make some other class, holy shit. But people only roll for guards, so it's normal to only have guards.
今取れたやつはやばいよ。館内に戻ったら見に来てね。
Yeah, I hate very few operators. Basically just Suter and Degen, to be honest. I don't even hate W. I just think she's kind of ugly. Arts defenders are the forgotten child. You will never see them again. Oh, mod can say banned words. Interesting to know. Guess I'll have to unmod you if you abuse that privilege too much. It's fine, it's fine. I forgive you for your ignorance. There's only one banned word. It's Suter, of course. Well, he bribed me to unmod him, so he'll stop bribing me if I unmod him. So I'll need a bit more incentive to unmod him. You know, it's a question of money. No idea what happens. You can try to type it out and see. Why the fuck did I retreat Gummy?
ありがとう。力加減には気をつけるよ。ワンダフル。このままノーカットで作戦記録に使えるじゃん。
I'm tempted to ask who's Nami, but because Seudi has a simp that only plays with Nami characters, I actually know who she is. That's the only reason why, yes. What if somebody pays me to unmod Leon? Well, I'm very interested in money, so how much are you willing to pay me? Let's negotiate. $20 Bulgarian pesos. You know the dollar sign actually has a meaning, right? It's not just a money indicator. Ban anyone donating. Okay, let's see whose fingers are faster. You kind of want to negotiate terms first though. Do you want to be modded instead or what? And I have my button over the chat window. Since I'm not constantly looking at it while streaming, I have the advantage. You're gonna out and tap or blink. Ah, my internet bill is $10. The water bill on the other hand. And let's not talk about the heating bill. Incidentally, I got a hefty $200 heating bill this month. Hopes and dreams don't pay the bills, my dear boy. Are those other things paying my electric bill? Because if so, we might have a deal. I will ban you if you donate enough to pay. Wait, why do you want me to ban you? I kind of was the threat. Like, if you want me to ban you, I will, but why do you want me to ban you, Leon? That's what we were negotiating, so why are you offering to pay up? Also, what the fuck do I need hope for? I don't need it to recruit 4 stars for. Well, you're the one offering. What do you mean don't ban me now? Just make up your mind, man. Do you want me to ban you or not? The curse of being modded is that you have to watch me timeout from the CN server. You're already paying me to keep you. How's that different from our current arrangement? Also, timeout, hooray. Was that number 3 or number 4? Is anybody keeping count? Okay, we can negotiate paying more. But why are you ready to pay more before somebody has paid me to ban you? Like, it's not in my incentive to accept money from you until somebody else pays you. You know, kind of like bidding in an auction house, but I collect money from everyone. First let somebody ban you, and then I will take money to unban you. Like, that just makes more sense for me financially. Yeah, nothing else left here. Yeah, I've got a heating bill to pay. Fuck integrity, I've got bills. If we look out with the safe house, we can eat really well on the second floor. We don't have any lives to lose, so no reason to spend the rune just yet. Also, we're in the green anyway. Ah yes, the Bulgarian Dower Europesu. Oh, I'm paying my heating bill for the winter. Cause we have a thing here where you get your heating bill and then you get another heating bill and then a third heating bill. Monopolies are fun, especially for your wallet. So I have a heating bill for things I used in the winter, basically. And it's an obnoxiously large heating bill, which is unfortunate for me. I didn't even use the heating to begin with, but it's shared by the building, so I have to pay it anyway. To be fair, I do get it from the pipes underneath my apartment, regardless of whether I use it or not. So I don't have much problem paying it, since in practice I am using it. I mean, you're a mod, right? You can ban people. So obviously you can ban people for money. Why are you trying to hold up like it's a moral standard you have over me? Why aren't you banning people for money? I obviously don't have a monopoly on it.
みんなお腹すいた？ドクター、ここっていい景色だね。みんなお腹すいた？
All I hear is that you don't have a $200 heating bill in the summer.
みんなどいて。前線爆弾無視中止にスタイリングスプレー。しっかりしろ。本物の戦場では指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Accomplished.
Social experiment stream. Yeah, it works for me. As long as it ends up with me paying my heating bill in less than 2 months. Oh, I kind of mostly covered it already. I'm just joking. Though it was a throw bill. Going up. And can do one here. Reroll. If we get lucky, we should be able to get all 4. But it's RNG. We need to actually roll floors that work. Yeah, that only works with bigger chats. Because you need the throws to generate money.
No. 目的地はどこでしたっけ？わ、リンゴちゃん、今日もよろしくね。クムがみんなを守る。
Waiting for the caster to move. What a slow poke.
美味しいもの食べよう。わ、リンゴちゃん、今日もよろしくね。ここですか？治療の準備だ。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Unfortunate that we didn't have a crystal here though.
特製料理だわ。
Pretty much nothing.
やっちゃおっか。うわ、本気で行くよ。
Negotiations on banning you have broken down, it seems. Which is horrible for me, but good for you.
持ちますよ。ドクター見えたよ。指示バッテリーはまだまだ持ち。何やってんだ。
You won't get price gouge today. Guess we can kill this with Myrtle. Yeah, won't take long.
ドクター、ここっていい景色だね。
Just remove click.
大スターだ。みんなお腹すいた。
And that should line up.
指示を黄金を引く。はい、普段通り釘を打て。黄金を引く。
Oh, we were just discussing my new money-making scheme that chat proposed, and I took credit for, because I'm a streamer. It's how it works. What you should do is just bait them into saying the wrong word. then the message will delete itself. You don't even have to click the button. Imagine that power.
やっとやりごたえのある仕事を持ってきてくれたのね。みんな行け。メイクの直しを。
Hooray! No flowers. Liars. Rather we have to deal with the Lancers,
いい景色だね。
which is easily doable, because Gummy can face tank.
みんなこっち来て。思いっきり楽しめそうだね。ぐるぐるちゃん。どう遊んでやろうかな。
Does Myrtle get one shot? Not even her.
ドローン飛べ。大スターだって予約を取るんだよ。君たち運が良かったね。みんなお腹すいた。
Can't use Myrtle as one because they don't want to overload Gummy and cause a random leak.
風のようにここ。元気出して。ドクターはいこっち向いて。
Not sure how useful Pinecone is with the attack debuff.
指示をどうぞドクター。
Yeah, it's still fine.
みんなお腹すいた。
What was the random rarity stream idea? You may recall that I liked it, but I don't recall it.
元気出して。
Do I roll a dice before I choose what rarity I have to play?
気兼ねを
Or what?
聞く。指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。わあ、寝ちゃうところだった。ドクターはいこっち向いて。はい、普段通り釘を打つバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Mission accomplished.
That sounds too simple. Not sure if I would have liked that. If it's just rolling a dice, you need a very... And then I can pick a 6-star.
君の顔に
Like, say we're playing IS4 on my main account, I have enough 6-stars to just pick something that wins instantly, no matter what the rest of the squad is. So that seems kind of too free for me. Need to add some additional condition on top of that to make it an actual challenge. We don't have a life. Okay.
Doctor, 忘れ物しないでね。みんな助けに来た。思いっきり楽しめそうだね。ぐるぐるちゃん。
Hmm.
本気で行くよ。
Well, obviously we're gonna start with the random squad, because otherwise I can pick something that's actually reasonable, and we can't have that, obviously. Oh, Myrtle just kicking their ass. Normal mode.
ここですか。ドクターはいこっち向本気で行くよ。どう遊んでやろうかな。クムがみんなを守る。
Ah, so the 6-star voucher is just a curse where I don't get a real operator with only 0 level 1. The wag virus. The hell we mean? It's not wagging on descent. Or do you mean the stream is timing out? The curse of the CN server. That's not even from me. That's entirely CN's thing. My internet is fine. I did saw it, yes. Why didn't I kill the second one? Mystery for the ages. I think it's okay. We'll probably use it. Don't have any particular feelings on it, one way or the other. Oh, actually, maybe I like the cap more. If it doesn't sway, I'm sticking with the normal one. Hooray, it's a duck, it's going to fuck off quickly. probably still faster to just kill it though.
指示をど指示をどうぞ指示をはい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
Accomplished.
Oops, no click is too. What's the random recruitment thing, Leon? The number one, not the black
いた
one.
ずらを成功に導く秘訣っていうのはねはいいたずら大成功
Oops, I rerolled it on accident. Hopefully we don't get an item. That will be a sad end to this run. I guess I can sell this thing. It is worth 2 ingots in the shop. On that note, do we actually have a shop here? We do. We got the bad shop pathing again, because if we take the shop we can't get anything else essentially. We can still get 4 fights with it though, so it's not as bad. As long as this fight is something playable. 50% enemy attack with this fight. What do we have? Caper, but E1. Beanstalk to cheese them. Yeah, it's fine. At most only 5 enemies, I think. Basically the rune system like IS4, but you can use them in more ways, and it's been buffed out. You can also reroll nodes constantly. It's not a very limited thing like it was in IS4, which is horrifically overpowered, and you can break the difficulty curve in half with it by abusing it in various ways. Like, you can get an item that turns most of your heroes into emergency fights and just get 100 items. Like, literally 100 items. I'm not exaggerating for dramatic effect or anything. Okay. Who does what? We can skip straight to Caper, because she can actually do decent damage to these assholes. And then kill the spiders with Gummy. Click is on S1, right? That's fine. I would like to get 2 crystals. Not sure if I can do it though. I'll prioritize not leaking for now. We just killed the caster to preserve health for Pinecone. It's actually fine if she dies, provided it's late enough. We can use the crab to the same effect. Not sure why he shot at the Pinecone once though. Wait, I'm stupid. I forgot I didn't feed this one anything. Kind of screwed myself here.
指示をどうぞ
I wanted to star one of them. We can still do that. Now, just have to get this one. But licking one of them wasn't necessary for that.
準備万能のおバカうちの子たち
Kind of just messed up for no reason. Yeah, well.
ついたよ
We'll now try to get both crystals.
前線で作戦を指揮するのにも再準備万端だよ
King's relics are insanely broken now, yeah.
元気出して
Okay, so he does about half of Gummy's health. So we're kind of on the clock.
どう遊んでやろうかなふむの特製料理だよ
Should have brought a medic instead of
ドローン飛べ
maybe Myrtle.
みんなお腹すいた私の出番その綺麗な腕でボロ布にしてやるよ
Yeah, I don't think I can stall that for long enough.
ここっていい景色だね
We can try, I guess.
見ちゃうところだったいけ私たちの実力を見せたみんなどいて
No. If Beanstalk was to get at least one crystal. Kind of messed it up. Yeah, if I had Caper closer, she'd just get Necrosis, so obviously I placed her away. The proper mistake was that I pointed her at the wrong crystal, because I thought I could stall the heavy with just Gummy and Roberta, which I clearly couldn't. It's not critical, provided we can get a key here, which we can't. Fuck. Guess we're might be shit out of luck for the shop, because that crystal is essentially unkillable.
後ろは私に任せてお前らはとにかく前に突っ込め
Well, technically it's doable. I'll need to block with Myrtle, I think, and just have a few slugs on her, so she takes forever to kill them. Because Gummy and Roberta have way too much damage for that to be tenable.
さーて行くよ来やがったぜ
How much damage do these assholes do?
ここっていい景色だね
Not that much. This is realistically tankable.
ここですリンゴちゃん今日もよろしくねウムがみんなを守るみんなお腹すいた私を捕まえる寝言は寝てから言ってよね
Retreat Myrtle for later.
何悩んでんのはい私で決まり治療してほしいやつは前に出ろ
Oh, I thought I retreated her.
リ
Whoa.
ンゴちゃん今日もよろしくね顔をもうちょっとこっちに持ってきてありがとう力加減には気をつけるよ前線脳年筋電位追跡オートフィリングコンシーラーフムの特製料理だよ指示をどうぞ指示を普段通り鍵を打って基盤を引く前線で作戦をし
Oh yeah, I can't retreat when I'm Necrosis.
指示指示普段通り鍵を打てば大丈夫はい普段通り鍵を打てば大丈夫私を捕まえるエリアはまだまだ
I don't think 2 slugs will buy me enough time to kill the crystal.
お腹すいた
At 1200 defense, with 50% attack. Yeah, she does scratch damage.
はい基盤を引くその綺麗な腕でボルムのにしてるみんなお腹ドクターここっていいドローン飛べ
No, I even leaked for no reason.
治療してほしい
How tragic.
前に出ろ
I think that's the first time I've leaked on this stage.
しっかりしろドクター見えたよ
I'm too sad that I won't get the crystal
聞いてますはい指示をどうぞ
to just kill the artillery properly.
出席サイリングス
Realistically, maybe I should have left one of them alive, because they're starable. But then again, this will take roughly 20 minutes, so I kind of don't want to bother doing that. If I was off stream, I'd go outside and get a sandwich or something. But in the interest of the stream, we're gonna not bother grinding that out. Oh my god, now we have an animal. Okay, it's 20 damage per hit, so it would be... yeah, same for Roberta. 20 and occasionally 30. Only Prevo? Do they only give 25% defense? I seem to recall it being more. Yeah, that's a bit more than 25%. Closer to 33%. Yep, absolutely doable. No problem. Missing the crystal on the previous stage was a huge throw. Was really unlucky to run into the one stage where I can't safely get the crystal. I think that kind of fucks over the entire run. Because that was a decent path otherwise with 4 fights. And the shop. Which is 8 recruits in total. Oh my god, I hate this rat so much. Go away! Fucking mating dance rat. Just focus over the entire stage.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, he almost died to no items 4 stars without using skills. Like, the dude just wants to die. Finally, we're out of there. Now I can be salty in peace. Now that was a proper throw. Since we can go down. And this note can give us items, so it's absolutely worthless. Oh, can we actually look into a shop? Apparently we can. Though the squad limit might have been a better pick at this point. E2 moose. And beanstalk. Preparing for the boss. More snipers. Shirayuki, I guess. The circumstances where Totter becomes useful don't come up when we don't have any items. Oh, is this the one that gives you all of the King's relics? I haven't seen that version before. I don't want to use this. Okay, what boss fight do we have? This one, again. We have an even less useful squad than last time for it. Throw out Gavio and Myrtle. So Moose, Roberto devices and Beanstalk. Click has to go on the right. So on the other side we can have Gummy, Pinecone and Caper basically. In some form or another. I think what you call trivia most people would call a lie, Leon. Up to you though, lie all you want. Isn't that why you're bribing me? Have a way to just stall the boss here. Because that would make everything else much more playable. Yeah, but I can't add DPS to kill him on that tile. Oh, that idea is kind of a dead end. How does this stage work if you get the -3 deployment limit when you're playing it, by the way? Do you just have 0 operators and that's it? Damn, this guy could kill the crap. What a beast. We can't fit everything there. Should have just leaked the boss again. I kind of greeded hoping I could kill him, and now I just get bodied. Oh, still one shots through the debuff. Yeah, fighting the boss without it just isn't realistic. Let him through. Kind of annoying they keep getting this fight, because it's by far the one that's going to cause the most leaks anyway. I'd have much better results on all of the other ones. Don't think there's enough enemies to actually die. But wasting the life is a huge issue for later, because I'm going to need those lives. This won't survive. Just go.
Mission accomplished.
I think infinite roguelikes don't really work indefinitely. Like, if you've played Risk of Rain, you know that after 3 hours everything just dies when you look at it. All of them eventually hit that point, where you get so strong that it stops being a challenge, and then you get bored. No, Synthetic kind of doesn't. You have the damage, but not the survivability. Not really. Think we would have been in a good spot if we still had our lives. We're probably a bit doomed without them though. Wait, why am I donating money? Better at T1. though I doubt I will end up using her. We have an item that we need to reroll. This is the unplayable fight that will kill me. This gives you a floor 5 emergency. Removing the debuff is convenient. I suppose this is my best option. I think I'll just die here, right? So we deploy Ethan here, Caper here, and they fail to kill the middle, and then we die. Not like I have any better options. Let's go. Yeah, we'll take this quote. Ideally, I want to hit the boss so I can actually see whether my idea works properly or not, or if I need to change something. I think the basic plan on how I'm dealing with him should work fine. Oh, so that's the difference, you don't get the enemies here. Wait, why did I think I have Ethan in the squad when I don't? Whoa. And straight in they go. Should have probably rushed straight to Pinecone. I don't think the leaks I took were actually necessary. Because these guys apparently have annoyingly high defense. Since you can see Caper barely damages, but Pinecone murders them. Oh, they're going straight in. Unfortunate. But yeah, this stage is doable. Just need a different setup. Either more burst or arts for the center. And we can go easier on the top side. It loses its defense after takeoff. That's not too useful. Because I still need to commit something to actually blocking them. Okay, one more run. Then I'll go and prepare something for dinner. I think the basic idea is valid. If I can look into a third ending fight that doesn't almost kill me, that would be great though. Oh, so they should have something in the space of 2000 defense in IS on the 4th floor then. It's gonna be around 3.5 hours at least, maybe more. I wouldn't call it that short. When have I ever taken Arena as a starter? All my guards are functionally useless for damage, since they don't have range, so I probably still will end up taking Arena if I have the tickets. But Moose is higher priority, because I need her to cheese the boss. If I only get one guard ticket, it has to be Moose for what I'm planning. That's why she's there, over anything else. Deep cover also makes sense, because deep cover with Roberta can throw the boss really hard, at a very low cost to me. When I'm actually using relics, I can pick any guard I want, because they will have damage. When they don't have damage, I basically only consider them for their utility. Hummus takes 2 more hits to die, and Moose is needed to debuff the boss. And everything else is irrelevant, essentially. Cutter is kind of usable, but her range limits her too much. So getting any real value from her is very difficult, without items.
Mission accomplished.
I wonder if I should just start resetting anytime I get the night fight on the 3rd floor. Would sure as shit save me a bunch of time. Though it is theoretically playable, so I'd rather not do that. I just need a bunch of specific shit, which you don't want to get, because they're not the ideal comp for the ending fight anyway.
今壁が目の前で動いたって？何言ってんだ、そんなことあるわけねえだろ。もし仲間が一人急に姿を消してもパニクんなよ。
Have a habit of deploying Gummy late, in case I get the health debuff so she doesn't get one shot. I could just look at the debuff, but I'm very lazy, and this is easier. "21" is either an extra enemy at the end or an animal. Hopefully we don't get the rat again, making us wait 20 minutes. We should see another archer. Okay, there should be no animal then. If there's 2 extra archers, then that should be 21 enemies, with 1 more wave of wolves. Yeah, exactly. As far as I know, nobody's done it yet. Though I don't know if anyone's tried in the first place. Since it's kind of a grind. Kind of struggling to get value out of Roberta. Kumo sometimes streams with 4 stars, but he is a part-timer. To be fair, there's not that many Arc Knight streamers to begin with. The white bear dude, yeah. Is there any way I can actually get the value from the double crystals? Maybe if we can fuel up this guy with 3 normal enemies, we can get somewhere.
ここですか？フムの特製料理だよ。
At least we can pick one up, which resets us to about neutral.
元気出して。指示をどうぞ、ドクター。はいよ。はい、こっち向いて。元気出して。フムにやらせて。
Don't think these guys will last long enough for the other crystal, but we should at least be able to get this one out. Yeah, judging from the pace, that's enough time to redeploy click and nothing else. It's one of the debuffs. Crystals have a bunch of extra health and you get an extra crystal spawn. Honestly, it's more of a buff 90% of the time, because you just get extra crystals from it. But when you get it and have no damage, it can be annoying as shit.
Mission accomplished.
Unless you get the 20% extra attack relic,
完璧な仕事
and then
を
they
で
eat
き
him
ま
alive
し
in 2
た。
seconds.
ドクター、満足していただけましたか？
Good stuff. Hooray, I pressed the right button for once.
精一杯頑張ります。
I think he stopped playing Arc Knights. Though don't quote me on that. Oh, timeouts number 5. Let's go.
Arc Knights.
Yeah, I intend to. This is the final run for the day.
笛の音が迷惑であったか？違うのならばよい。
I don't think anime is general content, to be
名
honest.
はないぞ。
Oh, this killed the run.
暇に明かせて即興で
Okay
作った
then.
ものゆえな。
Like, did I click the wrong button or was the run just over? Did I have a brain fart or something? Checking it. See if I had a brain death moment. Nah, it was just that. Okay then. That's it for today, I guess. Servers to throw. We'll be back. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Tragic. Now, bye bye for now. Have a nice evening.